Hey y'all, so it's Lana J back again with another video. In this video, we are just going to learn how to bleach our lace closures. In this video, I'm trying to show y'all what inch this was. This was 20-inch lace closure by Angel Grace Hair. This is their straight hair. You will also need aluminum foil. That's just so that when you put the bleach down, it's easier to process. You want to make sure you're doing this on a clean surface. Want to make sure everything is clean and cool. We will also be taking our BW2 bleach and also the any type of developer. I end up using the Clairol, I think it is the Clairol 40 volume developer. 40 volume does do it the fastest, does do the job the fastest, but it depends on your preference. So I am just taking the hair and making sure that it is all out so you guys can see. Tried to show you guys the black dots on the other side that we are trying to get rid of. So you can see it's not as transparent and real looking when it's on the hand before you bleach the knots. So here I am just laying down the closure and I'm trying to get it to where like the tinfoil will be covered. We're going to add another piece. So you'll see that. So that's by BW2 bleach. It costs $11.99 at my hair store. I don't know if there are other tubes. I know they have the little packets, but I don't know how much those cost. But if you're going to be making units for yourself, or making units for other people, I suggest getting that one or the bigger one. So here I'm just grabbing some more essentials. You need a plastic container, and a fork and a spoon. Actually, no, my bad. A knife and a spoon. So the knife is to just spread out the mixture when you're done mixing it together, and mixing it together is for the spoon. So what I did was I took one little scoop of the bleach. So that's the bleach right there. Taking one scoop, and then I took half a scoop. You want this you want the mixture to kind of be chalky, kind of like a toothpaste type of mixture. Mine was a little bit thicker, but that was okay. But you want to make sure that it's not going to be too runny so that it doesn't leak through the to the top of the hair, and then the hair ends up dying because then you have to get a whole new closure. So I'm just putting on my gloves. I'm getting ready to open the developer. Also make sure you don't breathe this stuff because it is very harmful. It will make your eyes water. So that is the developer that I was telling you guys about, the 40 volume developer. And I kind of just eyeball it. Like I don't really measure it out like I do the bleach. I kind of just see where it goes and how much of it I'm putting in there. So as you can see, I'm mixing it together, trying to scoop up all of the bleach and make sure it's all mixed together, so that it can be a really good consistency. Because I remember, like I said, you don't want it to be too runny. Because if it's too runny, the top of your closure, like where the hair, the strands come out and lay flat on your head, they will be dyed a lighter brown, or maybe even blonde if you let it sit too long, and it will look a mess. So yeah, as you can see, I am starting to get my consistency going, and we are about to apply this to the closure. So here I am getting my consistency down. I'm making sure every little part of bleach is in with the developer and it's all mixed together. and then soon I will start applying it. So I pick up my knife. It's best to do it with a knife unless you have one of those hairbrush hair store brushes, the little things that look like mini paint brushes or something like that. That's also really good to use, but the knife just works best for me. So right now I'm just spreading it onto the lace part of the closure. You want to make sure that it spreads. If it does not spread, you should add some more developer. So even though mine is thick and it looks like it's like rolling off, that's fine because it's still going to set on the knots and lift the color. Now, if it was really, really, really thick and it just didn't even spread out like you see it's doing, then we would have to add more developer. But we have to be careful because we don't want blonde roots on a black unit. So I'm just making sure that every little part that I want to be filled is filled. I don't really focus on the back as much because it's not a frontal. Um, for frontal closures, you want to make sure that you get all of the lace. Every inch of the lace is covered with bleach because you could be showing any part at any time. So for this, since it's a middle part closure, I just want to make sure that I'm hitting that middle part clean and clear, like it is covered in the mixture, and then making sure that the parts around it are bleached as well. So I'm taking my last little bit of the mixture, and then I'm about to grab my piece of tinfoil. So your closure should look like that when you're done with your bleach. So I take a piece of tinfoil, this is your second piece, and this just helps the overall processing. I lay that piece down and I press it against the top part of the tinfoil. This just helps make sure there's no air coming in to disturb the processing that you're doing. And it makes the process just go by faster as well. So you want to make sure you get all those corners in there as in addition to the top of the closure. I then get out my phone and I'm setting a timer for 20 minutes. That's how long I let it process. I've seen some people do 15 to 20 minutes, but 20 minutes works just fine for me. And I will see you guys when we come back. Alrighty, our time is up and we are now at my kitchen sink. So right here, our bleach mixture has now set on our closure for about 20 minutes. And I'm just taking that top piece of tinfoil off. You can see how the bleach did transfer over to the top. That is completely fine. Don't be scared if that happens. It's okay. So as you can see, it is on there. It is dried. And you can actually see at the bottom that it already lifted, that the whole process worked. So now I turn on the sink. I do cold water, warm water, whatever just happens to turn on. It doesn't really matter. And I'm just rubbing the lace part of the closure together to really make sure I'm getting all of that bleach out. And I am just seeing the nice transparent knots appear. So this whole process just makes your closure look more natural when it is on your head. As you can see, I'm about to show you guys how it looks. Just by taking the bleach off, you can already see how much lighter it is, and you can see the blondness of the knots. You see it looks a lot more like a scalp would look. So yeah, I just keep rinsing it out. I want to make sure there is nothing on the top, there's nothing on the bottom, nothing. So as you can see, when I put it up to my hand now it looks very skin-like. It looks like it's supposed to look. So now you take a Shimmering Lights purple shampoo. Any type of purple shampoo works great. I just know from the videos that I was watching over the summer before I made my first unit video, a lot of people use the shimmering lights. I like the shimmering lights, and I got really good results from it. I forget how much it cost in the hair store. I think it was about $2 to $3 or $3 to $4. But this just helps get the brassiness out of the closure. And that's exactly what you get when you lighten something. You get a brassy type of color. So with the purple shampoo, this makes it even more skin-like. So now I'm just washing that out, making sure there's no more purple shampoo, make sure there's no bleach, there's no nothing. After this process, you can go and just wash the hair with your regular shampoo and conditioner that you use for weave or your natural hair. I didn't do that in this video, but I will do it before I make the unit. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. I just wanted to make sure you guys saw just how to bleach, your closures, because a lot of people do sew-ins, and sometimes people charge extra to bleach knots and customize and stuff like that, when you can really do it by yourself and get impressive results. So here is a zoom in of the new bleached knots. I'm trying to put it like towards the light for you guys. It looks really, really good. So then our next step would just be customization, which is just the plucking and all of that stuff. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on my socials, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Bye.